Sweet. What it do? Welcome to you. If you are new, hey, welcome to you too. This is your girl Lottie here at Tears and We Tarot Show. You show enough, never know what you're gonna get, beloved. Hmm. Yeah, I have a real, yeah, it feels funky. Like the mood, the energy feels very low, very heavy, very, very funky. Funky, funky, funky. Um, I do know we've been taking in a lot of information. You know, sometimes when you just watch the fucking news, it gets a little bit depressing. Right, so, but you gotta kind of keep up on the world. Hey, sis. Hey, thank you so much for tapping in. The energy is so incredibly low and heavy. I feel like just like a weight, like suppressing. It's like, what the shit is this energy? Now we have been watching, like I said, some news and stuff like that, which is, kind of heavy. The things like the just environment and everything that's going on from, you name it to, you know, whether it's immigration and mass deportation and people being held without hearing and no proof and just being, kicked out and sent to prisons, to women who are like being charged for crime because they had a freaking miscarriage. Just everything that's going on in legislation and the political scene, and like it just, the environment feels so heavy. And I don't know if it's like because so many people are upset, at odds ends. It just feels like it's almost giving like the energy of like hopelessness, right? Like so many people don't have hope right now because it's just so heavy. Hey, look, see hope. Like the energy feels very, very low, right? It's like, yeah, definitely needing some spiritual support and spiritual upliftment. So I don't know who's going through something like very like it's something that could be very personal or like could be hitting home like to you. And I'm seeing endings changing, metamorphosis. It's like not going back, like something is over. Hey, 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 y'all. Thank y'all so much for tapping in, everybody. And what's so funny is like, as given, like things will never be the same, right? We had a deck of cards that's in this little, y'all can't see it, but if y'all can see where my hand is at, like right here, it's another little container with decks of cards. I'm like surrounded by cards. But this one deck I was able to take it out, and now I can't put it back. Like for some reason, it won't fit back in there. So whatever has been taken out, it's like it's just not going the fuck back. And it's giving like that energy of we won't go back. Like women are upset because people are taking away their autonomy, their right to have ownership over their body, no matter what you think about pro-life, pro-choice, whatever the case may be. But as a woman, you are a whole person. You should be able to make decisions for yourself, like you're not a child. People who are don't just having their rights stripped away in general is given like people who have gained access and gained their rights, and their authority, their autonomy, like being taken out of that old position of like subjugation, and they refuse to go back. Like it just would not go back in, beloved. That's what I'm getting. I can't make it up, death. Y'all see the other one came out. Now this is a major arcana deck. It's two of each one of the major arcanas, and so this is the second death card coming up. It's like certain things being over. Like we've transitioned away from certain things. Yeah, it's definitely something because my ear is just like went crazy all of a sudden. So I don't know if this is impactful to somebody that may listen to it, or it's just like, I don't know, monitoring spirits or something. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But it's definitely like we have transitioned away from certain things and we're just not going back. And that if you are an empath or a highly sensitive person, you can absorb a lot of energy, and that's what I feel like is going on. So we definitely got some incense burning, try to clear things up, but we feel it for a reason. You know what I mean? And it's definitely giving like that energy of things have changed, and I'm not going back. So even if you look at that from your own personal perspective, like, are there things in your life that you have changed, like boundaries and protections for self? And no matter the relationship, you refuse to go back to that, like, previous, you know, way of dealing, dynamics, connecting, types of partnerships. Like, I am not going back. Like, that past version, that past iteration, those past systems, like, it's time for it to either end or it has ended, and I refuse to go back, beloved. Yes. It's giving depth and transition and transformation. So very heavy energy. I feel like a dark cloud. Like, it feels very, very heavy. It feels suppressing. Yeah, judgment is coming through. Death, judgment, and see moon, illusions, shit that needs to be fucking released. Like, it is time for shit to fucking go. I'm getting 1 and 9, like being at the end of something. It's giving worry, it's giving stress, it's giving like 9 of Wands, like trying to hold the fork, hold the line type of shit. It's like people are moving away from certain types of energies. They've called judgment on it, and now it's time to be released, is what it's giving. It's like all of the fear, all of the illusion, all of the anxiety, and everything is definitely giving me matrixy type of energy. And like that old system needs to be pulled down, like judgment is being called on it, and a lot of people are feeling the effects of it. This one is also giving resistance, like resistance to the letting go, resistance to change, resistance to moving forward, resistance to growth. Like, even as we move forward within our own selves, if we just take it personally, it's given like we have to release our old ego, like our old self identity, in order to become more, right? As we go on our healing or perfecting type of journey. So those of us that's in the United States, is like as we move towards a more perfect union, the things of old have to fall away. We have to continue to innovate and legislate for a better day, not to go back, because the things that used to happen, they just can't, it just doesn't fit anymore. It just doesn't. And that's true. It just doesn't fit anymore. So yeah, let's give it, like, let the spirit overflow. It's giving a new day, love, compassion, like spirit energy. And it always like be so mind blowing how we could be so at eye ends over basic humanity. Like, I don't see, they literally just passed legislation. I want to say, I can't remember the state, so I got to go back and look. I don't consume so much, and it's probably a part of the issue. But to allow school officials to examine children's genitals to prove whether they are a boy or a girl, to establish gender. Why in the fuck would we ever allow school officials to examine your child to determine gender, all under the pretense of protecting kids from, like, transgender children being in the same sports with regular kids? Like, if you're a transgender girl and you want to play softball with the other girls, now all the girls get to be examined by a school official to determine what their biological sex is. Why would any parent ever agree to that? You're not a doctor, right? You're not my child's physician. Why would I give you the right to look at their genitals? I don't know. The same, did y'all hear that story about the lady who actually is brain dead and she passed away, but they're keeping her body alive against her family's wishes because she was like 9 weeks pregnant, and so they're gonna keep her alive against the family and not allow this woman to rest so that she can have a child. They're pumping this lady with all kinds of drugs to make her system continue to function because her brain is dead. Like, so it's not controlling anything in the vessel. So, can you imagine with all of that toxicity that to keep the body running, what is it doing to the fetus? Like, they have no evidence of what the outcomes for the infant may be. They're just doing shit. And it's like, why? Because women just don't have autonomy. We don't have a right to our own body. We're not whole people. It's like looking at you as a woman still as property. It's giving real fucked up vibes, like back to a time where we had transitioned away from, and to even think about trying to be shoved back into this box, into a place where things no longer fit. It's just like giving me, I don't know if I feel angry, if I just feel really sad, if it's a sense of hopelessness. Like, how do you combat a system that's supported by people who continuously go against their own interests? I just don't get it, y'all. I don't understand. I don't even know what to pull, y'all. Like, I feel so like, what the shit is happening? Like, really, what is it? Let's get into it. Let's look at some higher self stuff. Mindful messages. I'm getting higher self. I'm getting chakra. Thank you to the Most High God for bringing this message. Give us encouragement and upliftment on this day. I'm feeling like we need a spiritual downpour, right? Like the spirits who come in and give us that nurturing, that comforting, that motivation and support, the ability to continue to endure, to press forward for growth, as we try to look at each other from a humane standpoint. Like, we are whole, we are complete. There's nothing broken and there's nothing missing. How do we be in the land of the free when you are constantly being stripped of your rights and your autonomy? It's like, I don't see, look, it's definitely like that energy of hope and joyfulness. Like, it's just like today, for some reason, I just don't feel it, right? Soulmate is giving partnerships, things coming together. It's giving complacency, right? It's like people cannot come together and partner for their own sake and for their own interest. So many people that sit on the sideline and just like watch the shit happen. And it's almost like, well, if it's not happening to me personally, then I don't care. But it's so easy for those things to bleed over into other lines. Like, they use certain things to gain access or strip away rights, or is able to easily morph, like a slippery slope type of energy. Right? And people don't realize like that's what's happening until it starts happening to you, we. It's like, what the fuck is happening? That's the only thing I keep, look, joy is coming out again. Yes, it's a very heavy energy. Like, I was sitting up there and I could not believe my eyes when I'm looking at a presidential birthday celebration and he got fucking military tanks rolling down the street. I'm like, are we in North Korea all of a sudden? Like, since when did we start doing that? Like, since when do we affiliate with Mustache Man and say that he was right? Like, how did we get here? And for some reason, it almost feels like overnight, like a switch just went off and all this crazy ass shit just presented itself. Like, I know it's been some years. It's been at least like 8 years, 10 years we've been seeing the rise of this type of mindset really resurface. But it's like, what the fuck are we gonna do about it? Like, how do we course correct in this day? Yeah, I don't know. How the fuck do we put the work in to do something different? Because what I mean, like, the next generation, like for even for us, like right now, and this the age bracket that we're in, I'm concerned for my mom. I'm concerned for the kiddos. I'm concerned like all the way around. I can't even. Yeah, man, it's some bullshit. It really feels. Look, I know we are in a spiritual battle, right? But it feels like the other side. Like, yeah, I almost bit my tongue because I know it's like the light against the dark, like the trick of the enemy. But it's something with this energy that just don't feel right, y'all. Something just don't feel right. I just got a really eerie, fucked up feeling today. And we've been feeling like, major power outages, right? Something coming that's going to affect the country in a major way. When you're talking about the president leaving the G7 summit, we're talking about active war and striking Iran. Like it's getting thick out here, y'all. It's really getting thick. It's really getting thick. We were listening to my sister who lives in Waterloo in the ice raid that just happened down there, like in Iowa. You know what I mean? Like they camping out for 72 hours. They are snatching people out of their car and just arresting and detaining people with no due process. And the president is going even further with talks of suspending habeas corpus, meaning that none of us will have right to due process. And for people who don't understand how serious that is, it's like, what the? I don't even know if should we just have a conversation? Like, is anybody else seeing this? Is anybody else, feeling this energy? Does anybody else feel this heaviness? And like, I almost feel like that the heartache and the grief. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even imagine, seeing my daughter who is brain dead. So you already grieving the fact that you're gonna have to release them. But then they're keeping her alive against the family's will and wishes to force her to have a baby that you don't understand which condition it's gonna be in because of everything that you pumped into this woman to try to have a vital pregnancy. Women who have had miscarriages because the baby just couldn't go to term, like the baby wasn't viable, and then the woman is being put in jail because she miscarried. Is there? They're doing it under, what is it? Desecration of a corpse or something like that. So if you have a miscarriage, the baby, the fetus that comes out, who teaches you what the fuck you're supposed to do with it? Like, are you supposed to put it in a container and take it to the hospital or to the police station? Like, what do? Like, have they trained women on how to handle that situation before you throw her in jail after having a traumatic experience of losing your child in that way? What the fuck is happening, y'all? What in the whole shit is happening? Worthiness is coming through. I feel like every person has a right to their own autonomy. Like, you are worth the ability to make a decision for yourself. You have rights, right to be treated as a whole person, as a human. No matter what people feel like, whether you are an asylum seeker, whether you are undocumented, documented, we all have a right to due process and to be treated humanely. And it's something that we need to do as a collective to work this shit out, because it's definitely giving joy in death, right? Like facing the harsh truth. Like, a lot of people feel so sad right now, and it's a lot of people that take pleasure in causing these types of endings. Which one? This one? Yeah, forgiveness is coming through. I am getting immediately, forgive them for they know not what they do. It's giving trickery and deception. Like people who are deceived into thinking that if they give up rights and control, then they will actually be more free. How do you be more free by giving up your rights? How are you more free by allowing or seeing other people have their freedoms taken away from thee? It just doesn't make any sense to me. It really doesn't. Yeah, take the first step. So I don't know if somebody else is another type of activist. I mean, if we need to have conversations in the home, in our communities, and really discuss some shit, maybe we need to learn more. You know, maybe we need to connect. I literally saw. I know this is not gonna resonate with anybody. We literally just chopping it up because I have to get this energy out, y'all. Um, saw a black man talking about how people against the racial spectrum, right? Racial, because race is a made up fucking term, right? But like black people and Caucasians and Asians and Hispanics, like we all have a different world purview because of the way that our fucking eyes are set. I have never heard anything more ridiculous in my life. Like, because somebody's eyes are set wider. They have a more wider purview versus somebody whose eyes are a little bit more narrow. So the person with the wider eyes see more than you, and you only see this point of view. So we could never connect in compatibility. What? I think I'm at the point where I think I just want to leave Earth. Like, I think it's done got that bad, y'all. It's done got that bad. It's done really got that bad. So we are talking about how a person eyes are set and what type of ability or peripheral view they have, and whether or not you could be compatible with this person. What type of fucking trickery bullshit is that? Are you serious? So I said, that's ridiculous. Because we don't see with these fucking physical eyes anyway. They pick up light, they read light data, and we put together this shit in our head. Like, perception is based on your mindset. So when you change your mindset, your perception changes, right? It's not just based on your peripheral. You know, I got so much motherfucking heat from saying that. You wrong. Really? Okay, so that means that a person that's blind, that can't see a fucking thing, can't be compatible with a sighted person. Like, let's think about this logically, right? If where the way that my eyes are set, or the shape of my nose and how much air I get, determines how I can connect with another person, then how does a blind person connect with anybody that's sighted? That shit is silly as fuck, right? And so it's like some of these things is like you literally are talking against your own humanity. You are talking for and against discrimination against your own interests at the same fucking time, and people just don't realize it. It's like, what kind of fucking illusion is this that got people so fucked up that you can't see that person in yourself? You can't be compassionate. You can't be understanding. Even if when I think about the atrocities that people can do, it keeps me in check because I don't ever want to see myself in that type of position. I cannot even stomach doing some of the shit that other people do to each other. But there's no way that I'm ever going to say, I'm bigger than this, I'm better than that. No, because every human being has the capacity to do something given the right scenario, the right circumstances. You never know what you can do. You just never know. We're going back to this deck, y'all. The spirit told us to come back and get it. So I know this is just chopping it up, but it's just like I got to do something with this energy because I feel sick to my stomach. So somebody could definitely be going through a lot of heaviness. Look, energy healing, y'all. We need healing. I literally could cry because it just feels so heavy to see over, what was it, 2,000 or something like that, freaking protest, no king. Like, that is literally against the Constitution of the United States, right? It was all about no kingship, no dictatorship, freedom from religious persecution, that we have the ability to pursue life in happiness, well-being, to have opportunity, and to be put in a day and age like in 2025 when all that shit could just be ripped away from you and you being shoved back into a place that things no longer fit. It's like that shit is dead and over with. How are we even having this conversation? Like most of, look, I just, look, y'all, this shit is crazy. This shit is like banning books. Like certain books you can't even fucking read that shit because they don't want you to know history. They don't want you to know what fucking happened. Like, you can't teach certain shit. It's damn near a crime to be a fucking I just look, come on now. That says Haniel Silver, goddess, sacred, psychic, and proud. I don't know who out there is definitely, feeling this type of energy, but I'm feeling a sort of prediction. They keep giving me foresight. It's giving me something's coming. It's giving me something's coming. Today is 6/17/2025 as we read this message. I have no idea what this energy is, but I know I feel it. And it's my gut is telling me that something is coming. Because it's definitely, look, that point of view, fucking perspective. Like, is there a way for us to start seeing things in a similar way, just as basic humanity? Like, we can see when it's inhumane when another country is perpetrating the same thing, but we cannot see it in self. It's like you being able to look at your neighbor and see them, the speck in their eye, but you don't see the plank in your own. Like, you really have to think about that. Think about, we see evolution, we're growing and we're changing and we're not going back. Like, that's just not gonna happen. And I feel like all of this tension is being fabricated for a reason. Like, it's bullshit. Like, it really is. It's trickery or something behind the scene, and I don't understand what all of that is about, but it's giving, again, look, this shit is falling down. It's giving falling down. It's giving tower. Like, something is going to happen. What I'm feeling is something is coming. I don't know what that is, but I feel like it's just not a good time for us, y'all. It's not. I feel a difference of perspective. I'm feeling that, judgmentalism and people just looking at each other through bullshit like it's an illusion, right? I'm getting that, people are trying to make steps and move things forward and be like, have the conversation, but folks are at such odd ends that they cannot see. It's like, again, you can't see yourself because your vision is so cloudy with the fucking blinders and the planks that are in both eyes, but you swear you could see the fault in another person. How do we be a world leader for peace and change and human rights and equity when we are literally committing damn near every fucking atrocity on our own soil? Like we haven't improved, like we haven't learned nothing from the past, nothing from history. And if we don't learn from it, then we're destined to repeat it. Like you could watch the shit being repeated in today and not even fucking recognize it. How do you not even see it when it's right in front of your face? People hiding out. Like it was giving me like Underground Railroad vibes. Like where my friend, my sister is telling me like how their friends have to hide people. They're hiding in basements and shit, trying to evade ICE raids. It's giving slave patrol. It's giving fucking like people being hunted down and just like it don't matter whether you was born here, you got a birth certificate or nothing. They just locking your ass the fuck up. It's essentially kidnapping. And then shipping you somewhere. Like not even to where the fuck you came from, because they don't know where you came from. They just racially profiling people and snatching their ass off the street and shipping them somewhere. And we're not up in arms about that? I mean, I guess. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. What is this energy, spirit? What is this energy? Fear. Fear. Look, what is this energy? And you know what? Fear is so tricky. Because fear is one of those things that'll have you act outside of yourself and do some shit you wouldn't do, because people, they don't like what they fear. And they use this shit, that trickery, the illusion of fear, that is something for you to be afraid of. Had your kids, had your fucking wife type of energy. Every fucking thing major is always passed on a premise of fear. Not like, faith or prosperity or moving forward. No, somebody's trying to take something from you. So we need to preemptively protect you from something that they just may do with no fucking proof. That's against all of our fucking values. That is against fucking being innocent until proven guilty. I'm afraid you're gonna do something, so I'm gonna preemptively fucking lock you up so that I can feel safe. I will infringe upon you, take your rights away so that I can feel better about me. Bullshit. Judgment, prejudice, discrimination is what I'm picking up. And the card for fear says, I realize that I am testing my resolve to live in the energy of love. When we live in the energy of love, we are saying that we are sympathetic, we are empathetic, we are compassionate. We can communicate with one another for the sake of understanding. I can see from your perspective and you can see from mine. And when we get that type of unity, I see your humanity, I understand it. I know that you are worthy, the same as I say for self, But when we lose that sentiment and we allow the trickery, the spirit of fear to be perpetrated against a whole fucking populace of people, like a whole fucking country, and we legislate from that, yeah, it's giving the energy that we will not fucking go back. I don't know what the hell is getting ready to happen in this country, but when I saw them motherfucking tanks roll down the street for our commander-in-chief, I said, we in North Korea. What in the whole fuck is happening? What in the whole fuck? And how are we in this day and age where we say a person that would commit genocide is more palatable? Man, look, failure. I'm here at major pain. So if y'all, thank you, Spirit, for lightening up the energy. I'm here in major pain. What we have here is a failure to communicate. So if y'all remember Major Pain back in the day with Damon Wayans, one of my fucking favorite movies, right? But I mean, even that movie has some heavy principles. But that's what I'm getting. What we have here is a failure to communicate. See, like is and think how many people can't sleep. How many people is like stressed the fuck out? I'm talking about kids who are born here, like teenagers, like they parents are citizens, their children are citizens, and the child being snatched up on their way to a fucking volleyball game, unable to participate in graduation with the rest of their class because they was fucking thrown in jail and held and detained with no fucking due process to figure out whether or not this person should be deported or not. They had a whole fucking town march right after graduation. Kids crossed the stage and the whole fucking town marched down to town hall to petition for a kid that was wrongfully detained and getting ready to be fucking deported. Like, what the shit? Have we gotten to the point where we're so afraid of each other that we would rather just, fucking lock you up and ship you off and then ask questions later if we ever ask at all? Like, we just willing to throw each other away. Like the mother, her life doesn't matter as long as you try to save the fetus. Women who are going through an abortion, the baby has died and she cannot get medical procedure, they will fucking let the mother die in the fucking hospital. I can't even imagine. Friendship is here. Yeah, no friends, definitely not. Like, we don't even give a fuck about each other at all. Like, it's so sad. Right, not only a failure to communicate, but we have no understanding. We have no connection. We have no camaraderie. Is what I'm getting. Right, it's not real. And I'm not saying that some of us don't have it on a very micro level, but to do this on a macro level across, those who have been marginalized, because we have a lot of power in our unity. We're just scattered. We have a fucking failure to communicate. Yeah. Self-esteem is here. Something about worthiness. Again, it's like people don't look at each other as worthy. Like, we don't look at each other as, like, whole human beings. Don't look at each other like whole human beings. Just like that on a basic level. Yeah. It's purpose coming from this, though. What it is, I don't know. Sometimes shit have to get really fucking bad for things to change. Like, you know what I mean? Like how you go through that karmic relationship, and sometimes we don't come out of it and understand our worthiness and, the need to love on self, to face the truth, to break through the illusion, right? Because we can be in a very karmic relationship with legislature. We can be, I'm hearing party. Like, one of the things that we are never to do is put party over country, right? That affiliation to that group, is that more important than the whole, than the country itself, right? How can you be considered a patriot or somebody that's just willing to stay and refuse to see the truth of something, all because of an affiliation? If it doesn't hit your values, if it doesn't hit your ethics, if it doesn't hit the morality, and it doesn't check those boxes, then we have an obligation to come away from it, to realign ourselves with the truth, beloved. And the truth is, for us, it's given like this whole immigration issue. We are a nation of immigrants. Like, the original people don't fucking have control of this land, right? So who are we to say who has the right to come and to seek, shelter, to seek asylum, to seek a better life? If we wanted to make things better, we would legislate it. We wouldn't operate from a sense of fear that somebody else have an opportunity, meaning that it's less for us. If you have rights, that mean I have none. It's not a straw man argument. It's not just this or that. When people actually do the research, they would see that people who are, even if you are an undocumented migrant who have a job, you still pay taxes, and you don't get no fucking social social services. You don't get no Medicaid. You don't get no free health care. You don't get no motherfucking food stamps. You don't get none of that shit. But you still pay taxes. Yes, they do. So anybody who believes that they don't, they fucking tricked you. They lied to you. Please do your research. Because that's the type of rhetoric that keeps people voting against their own fucking interests. And then we all have to sit in this fucking shit. That's a shit show right now with tanks rolling up and down motherfucking Washington, D.C. Some shit that I never thought I would imagine and fucking see. Like, it's literally like North Korea in this bitch. Like, for real. Like, really. Pride, unfortunately, I'm hearing pride and country and patriot. Because if we really were patriots, then we would honor the fucking United States. Like, we wouldn't even allow the fucking Confederate flag, which is a goddamn fallen country, which we won the war, Civil War. So the Confederate flag, it shouldn't even be allowed to be flown in the country, but we do. That's an illusion. Health is here. What's good for us? See, pride, healthy pride. Like, take pride in some real shit. Like, we are able to see each other, like, in each other. Like, we are a melting pot. It truly is, at this point, a nation of immigrants. Like, remember back in the day when fucking they would say, hey, come over here because this is the land of opportunity. But it's not opportunity when opportunity is only held and designated for a certain type of people. You would keep people out because they looking for opportunity, but you would petition others to come in and have opportunity. It's not right. Yeah, peace. Damn show in reverse. Peace is damn show enough disturbed. Damn show disturbed. And you can never have peace when you see when people see others with an unequal access to opportunity. Right? Like, so if our immigration laws actually had a pathway to citizenship that didn't take 5, 10, 15 motherfucking years, beloved, like, there's no way we could streamline that in 2025, like, at all. Like, there's no way for us to do that. But what would it gain for them who want to keep the illusion by making it easy? They could never then campaign on an idea of open borders, like the bitch got a big ass door and they just open the fucking door up and people just come in. No. People sneak in because they are running away from shit. Right? They are running away from violence. They are seeking opportunity and they have no other way to get it except for to come in undocumented because the process is too lengthy. Now, do I feel like they should be able to go through the process? Yes, I do. Do I understand why they do it? Yes, I do. Do I feel like these people are inherently criminal? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's like a woman trying to escape a domestic violence situation and there's no way for her to get out but to fucking sneak out in the middle of the goddamn night or while the husband is gone. Trying to figure out an exit strategy to do something different to save her and maybe her babies. Why could we not see the same principle and give each other compassion and really put away the fear and fight the issue? If this is a nation of immigrants, then there should be a viable, true process for people to migrate here. Because this fucking country didn't belong to, it belonged to the people they saying can't fucking come in. That's the fucking shit, right? Indigenous, Native Americans, and Hispanics, and even like African people who were already here on the land before slavery, like those are the people that they pretty much saying have no fucking rights. That shit is crazy. I told you, freedom. Like, and it's bullshit, right? It's like, how the fuck are you gonna blame me for coming back to a place where my ancestors lived? This shit is crazy. Empathy. Where the fuck is the empathy? Where is You know, I'm getting patience in a challenge because our processes and our laws just keep people waiting and damn near almost fucking indefinitely. It's like if you are a person that does qualify for social services like housing or some shit, because that shit is so fucking expensive, Section 8 shit like that, it's given the wait times to even get assistance is so fucking long that you have to find other options. And those other options may not always be favorable to other people. Why the fuck you just couldn't wait? Because the list is 10 years long. Shit, we wouldn't fucking have black market organ trafficking if you could actually get on the fucking donor list and get an organ. If it wasn't so fucking crazy expensive. I'm not saying that healthcare is not expensive. It is. But it's barriers to people doing it the right way that need to be addressed. And it's something with this fear and how they use it for propaganda to turn people against each other, like the failure and the inability to create friendships and connections for the benefit of the whole, so that we can all be in a state of like, you know, I have opportunity to create the best life for self, like, and that's just it. Why is that so hard? Like, why is that such a bad thing? Why would that be a bad thing, y'all? I don't know. I feel like today we just kind of ranting. It's energy. We got to get it out. We got 45, 50. So I apologize if this is heavy, but it feels heavy. Like my stomach, I feel like I got a brick, like a fucking ton of cement in my stomach. Like my chest hurt. It feels heavy. I feel like I could just cry for all of those people who are suffering, who are hurting. Yeah, Tower. I told y'all something is coming. I don't know what it is, but it is. 6/17/2025. Spirit just keep telling me to say it. It's giving something underneath the surface. It's growing, it's brewing, like it's giving, like it's bubbling up type of energy. Because this came out first and it's giving something growing, like people feeding energy into a situation. It's growing, it's bubbling up, and I'm getting something is going to erupt. And I'm not saying it just like no race wars and no ish like that. I'm feeling something bigger, something different. It's a time for us to really wake up and pay attention to what's happening. And I'm not a person that just really consume the news like that because it's so joy stealing, right? Like it's always so negative and so heavy, and you continue to see these same sound bites and rhetoric displayed over and over again. And I'm seeing it in every fucking sector, whether it's economic, whether it's relationships at home and family, whether it's healthcare, whether it is immigration. I mean, like the world global stage, it just feels like a fucking ticking time bomb to me right now. Yeah, I'm getting something that's gonna fucking happen. It feels like a boom, like boom, just something just fucking goes up. It just happens. Yeah. I definitely feel this energy of mental conflict. I feel worry. I feel the battle. It's giving battle. Five of Swords is after a battle. I'm getting battle energy, like a spontaneous eruption. Look. Queen of Wands, and we're getting Judgment. So again, we did see take the first step. I'm getting somebody taking some sort of action, right? And I don't know if it's because there's plenty of activists, there's plenty of people trying to organize, but how do we change it? Like, is it just us being confident in self, the ability to reach across and like make amends? Like self-esteem is out here, so it's like understanding self-worthiness, the worthiness of others, of the community itself, releasing the bullshit, releasing the pressure of something is definitely. And I'm also feeling like I'm very confident that something is bubbling up underneath the surface. Something is getting ready to happen. Partnerships again, and we see recognition. It's not success, it's some sort of recognition. It's given like if we could recognize, how to come together, how to communicate, how to partner, we may be able to pull things back. Like we may be able to like lift the lid and let some steam out, let things, ease the tension and really, pull ourselves back from the brink of something. Yeah, whatever the fuck would be coming is definitely something we would regret, is what I'm giving. It's like we need to understand how to come back into a reciprocal relationship, partnership with amongst each other, beloved. Because if we don't, I just, my stomach just leap. It's like we need to walk away from some things. People they're just moving too fucking fast and they're not thinking shit through. Right? And look, that's that partnership. Like people moving too fast. They're not thinking shit through. It's like rushing off to the races and just like doing shit, and we're not understanding how it is affecting our own connectivity, our own human relations. Like if you could at the very least see each other as a man, as a woman, as a person, I wouldn't give a fuck if they categorize themselves whatever the fuck they want to be. Right? She could want to be a he and he could want to be a she, and she could want to do who, he, we, all that shit. But if you could see yourself as a person, as a human, and just connect on that base level that you have the right to freedom, you have the right to liberty, you have the right to pursue your own happiness, you are not infringing upon another person. We can connect on that base level of sympathy, empathy, compassion, understanding. That will help us get to a state of peace. We can release the fear. Why am I afraid of you? Afraid of you for what? Gaia is so abundant. It is enough for all of us. We fighting against the wrong fucking people. We fighting the marginalized areas so that some people could just feel a sense of safety and security for what? I don't know, y'all. Promise fulfilled. Promise fulfilled. For our own personal happiness and gain, in my opinion, it is selfishness, right? Because it's like, we could think of, look, there's this fucking Knight of Swords just rushing and doing shit, thinking way the fuck too fast, beloved, is what it's giving. Moving way the fuck too fast. But it's something about coming together in partnerships and understanding. Like the fact that if I could see me in you and you could see you in me, then we can regain our humanity. We can see that we are all worthy. Anything else? Yes. What would you like? Spirits say to stop fearing each other. Is this? It's fear. Spirit saying to stop fearing each other. I have more to fear when I keep people from having a fullness of life. Like if I'm rich and I'm over here and I'm sitting fat and I'm sitting up here, my refrigerator is full and my neighbors, they are lacking, like they're hungry, eventually they're gonna come for me. And that's the fear. So therefore they legislate and they do shit preemptively in order to keep themselves with a false sense of security. Why would you tell women, like you would sacrifice the mother to save a child that's not even viable? The child has already died within the mother. and you would sacrifice the mother's life, not even seeing, that's what I'm saying, like moving the fuck too fast. Like, why would you not see that if you go ahead and remove the child, you restore the mother's vitality, and she may potentially be able to have another child in the future? No, they don't do that shit. They'll be like, oh, we're gonna have to wait until this child that's already passed go through these bodily processes and put the mother's life at risk. She could have one child every motherfucking year if she wanted to, but you would waste her life because this one child's vitality didn't, go through. You know what I'm saying? Like, the shit is just fucking stupid. So whoever the fuck is thinking this shit up because they feel like either it's populist or population numbers are, diminished, like maybe all of the other marginalized people in the country, like all the brown folk, Asians, Hispanics, blacks, all of their numbers combined would overtake a certain populace. And then they think that if we just say women have to be incubators for children at the risk of their own fucking life, is going to help us in the future because they're afraid of something, when all we have to do is realize that everybody has the ability to pursue opportunity. That just makes it better. If we all have the ability to pursue opportunity, we all have the ability to earn a living, we can afford to be consumers, it helps our economy. Why would I want to keep people out of the GDP instead of increasing it? Population of people that are working, they spend more, our GDP increases. But you would rather kick out a whole population of people that we don't have people who are working the farms and agriculture and all of these other services, and people are hiding out in mass deportation that's doing nothing but hurting the nation. And they actually have people accepting the fact that we have to go through this tower moment in order to bounce back. That's the fucked up shit. I heard so many people sit up here and say, oh, the tariffs is going to make us hurt in the short term, but it's going to make us stronger in the long term. No, it doesn't. That means to me you just don't understand economic policy. Because if you do a permanent tariff, then business will maybe have some incentive to come back, build a plant, which is going to take 2, 3, 4, maybe years, and how many billions of dollars in order to get the industry stood up, because we're not a producer of everything. So you cannot buy everything in your own country. This is a global economy. So if you're not going to keep the tariffs on permanently, then you're not building jobs in America. You're not. And if you're using it for a negotiation tactic, that means that we accept higher prices now and in the future. So either way, it does not accomplish what people think it does. It's a fucking trick. And people voted for it. And when people are suffering, we all feel it. I don't feel good for nobody going through none of this shit. I don't feel good that we're going through it. I don't feel good for people who are being hunted down and fucking pulled over and racially profiled and fucking deported. I don't feel good for the women who are losing their lives because their child may have not been viable and they are unable to get health care. I don't feel good for the person that's being held alive so she can have a baby and her family can't get grief and fucking closure. How the fuck do you say that to somebody? Women who are having their children snatched away from them because they don't agree with certain types of medical care. So now the state can just take your kid. I thought we had a separation of like church and state. Isn't that a thing? Or again, shit is changed. Shit is changed. And it's given, again, that some people work against their own joy and their own happiness, and they don't realize it until it affects them specifically, beloved. They just don't. See, magician in reverse. What is the fucking manipulation that is causing this fucking trickery? People working against their own happiness, their own joy because of manipulation, right? And it's definitely giving me institutions, organizations, systemic issues. And there's nothing wrong with saying and recognizing the fact that the country has systemic issues. The Constitution was made to be amended. It's everything outside of the first clause is a fucking amendment. First Amendment, right to free speech. That means that it was designed to be changed, to be enhanced, so that people can eventually become more free, to perfect the union. If even for self, if you are not able to take a look at you and analyze you, even everything that you've been through as a person, and release that ego, that though in the shadows, the things that don't serve you, that no longer serve your current beliefs, that assist in your soul's growth and belief system. If you can't release that and amend some things in your life so that you can become better and stronger and faster, more effective for your going forward, there's no way in the fuck people can do that shit on a national level. Absolutely not. That's why we always talk about personal growth, soul growth. If you could see yourself in another person, just the ability to be sympathetic and empathetic, we are already doing better. But people can't do that. And they profit off of keeping us separate, of us looking at each other separate. And a lot of people have truly just bought into whole stock and barrel, not just that rhetoric, but that fucked up, archaic, barbaric, savage mindset. We need to do some fucking soul searching. Who are we? And what the fuck is the legacy? Thank y'all so much for joining us here on the Terry Lee Terrell Show. You sure enough never know what you're gonna get. Today was a rant. We had to chop it up. We had to get this energy out because, like, I'm telling y'all, I'm feeling something and I feel it in my gut. Like, it is making me sick. Psychic message, something is coming. I don't know what it is, but I'm getting... Prepare yourself, beloved. I love y'all. I do. I love you just like I love me. Because we are all the we. We are creation. Right? We are what the Alpha and the Omega made. Every piece of us. Every variation. Everything, everywhere in existence. We are the body. I'm not going to disavow my liver because if it's proximity to my lungs or my heart, or they're not designed to operate and function exactly the same way. No, we all have purpose, everything in the body. And if we are to truly love one another, then we have to understand that each one of us with purpose is worthy. Can we do that? It's time. Time. And I'm telling you, shit is picking up. Something's coming. Thank y'all again. I love y'all. To the next now. Ashe.